change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
More NBA action. Kevin Harlan introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Mark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are they going to be looking for in this one from Jordan Hill?
Guys, doesn't it feel like he treats every possession like it's his last one? It doesn't matter what the score is. If there's a loose ball, he will go into the stands trying to save it. And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the board every single night.
You look at Sacramento. Guys, what a terrific start to the season. They've really been getting it done.
Well, right now for the Kings, boy, they've been one of the big stories of the early season so far. And for all the right reasons, too. Yeah, that's right. They've been better than anybody could have predicted to this point. One last start, however, they play together, this season fit. And, you know, they were flying under the radar, but all of a sudden now people are starting to recognize how good they are. You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. They had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They had the third most usage of the bottom. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fine, need time, and I'll still be winning.
They took advantage of it.
Yeah, I go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as he should have.
And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
Deflected. Cousins, guarded by Jackson. Now the pass to Cousins. Shoots from the elbow. And the rebound goes to Jackson.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm leaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to
So
believing.
first
Got
quarter
it
just over a minute and a half in.
tongue keeps bleeding from the
Thornton.
word drop it.
There's the
Shot
dribble.
so freezing, so
And that one's good.
cold. House
Thornton's
biting,
down himself
feeling.
going with the dribble. He's the first basket of the
I
game.
could go healing,
That's
go
like a layup for him. He's wide open.
feelings. I just need a face when my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself.
Nash
I
against
grind,
Thomas.
no kneeling. Got nice for change. I just love the feeling. No.
Now Nash. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. Jackson dishes to Nash. 5 on the clock. Jackson missing.
Hey, he had all the time in the world to get that shot.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to us.
He's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said, "Put some beast in there, no doubt about it."
Yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fine, need time, and I'll still be with it. I'm live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fine, need time, and I'll still be with it.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Portland.
Yeah, they were really in a funk from the field, guys. Credit the defense, definitely, but even when they got open looks, they were not hitting.
Hey, Steve, me and you flub up words and misstate things on occasion. So do these players have bad nights. It happens.
Nash, the pass to Kobe. Jackson. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Nash kicks to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Drops one in from the wing. Jackson's got his first points of the night. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The drive by Cousins. Back to Thomas. Shoots it. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thomas got 5. The Lakers trail. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, guys, it was just a very poor shooting night. I mean, they were ice cold all night out there. And when you can't put the ball in the hole, it's so difficult to find a way to win.
Now here is Hill. Shot clock at 6. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Salmons dishes to Cousins. Back to Salmons. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento. And that poor shot selection. It'll kill you.
Every time, Kevin. Bad shots, bricks, missing easy jumpers. That won't get it done, plain and simple. They need to take it easy here, back off, make sure they get some good looks at the basket.
Feeds to Kobe. He's guarded by Thornton. Lets it fly. Hits the jump hook. Kobe's got his first basket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You take a look at the offense for the Kings last season, there are some things to build on here, guys. 4th in the NBA in fast break points, top 4 in points in the paint. Those are good numbers to build your offensive foundation around.
course, the last 10 games, these big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe. Chris came in on top.
And with those numbers at the foul line, he should be trying to get there as often as possible. Operating among the big bodies in the paint, he gets those chances.
Well, it works two ways. I mean, he's very physical, understands how to draw fouls, and he's lethal once he gets to the line. But if you're defending him, you got to really watch how you body up on him so you don't send him to the line.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Kings leading now by 3. Vasquez kicks to McLemore. The dish to Amd. He passes to Patterson, fires the 3, and it's good. Patterson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Farmar. Young outside. Thompson with the rebound.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
That's good from Vasquez on the assist by Patterson.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
And Kobe, here we go. Doubled by Amd. All by himself. Goes up.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Farmar, defended by Vasquez. Good-looking screen by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Farmar kicks to Sacre. To stop the run. No up. And here's Amd. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Sacramento.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Kings on top. They lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Tune in this Saturday night, December 7th, for Detroit Pistons take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. It's all about the Central Division Greenland.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Lakers trail by 13. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Johnson. Robert Sacre is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Farmar in at the point guard. He dishes it to Young. From deep, Johnson gets it to go. Johnson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Lakers.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense. Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So, maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston, the team won't have to shoulder the even more punitive taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks. Latrey, another 3 for Sacramento.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
Sacre passes to Farmer. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Vasquez. You talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark. One of the marquee franchises, certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Passes it to Patterson. The 19-foot shot, and he hits the jump shot. Patterson's got 8 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
A lot was made about the Kings in their home last year, but it wasn't about how well are they playing at home. It was about where is their home going to be next season. The Kings are staying in Sacramento, but they played like it might be their last hurrah.
And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. The Kings in third.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive the last few weeks. They've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Heyman comes in for Robert Sacre, and it's Jody Meeks in for Nick Young. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And you go back to the Kings at home last year, 20-21 record, and it was easy to see just how much tougher a team they were in this building. You know, Steve, they really looked like a team that could compete with anyone at any time.
Well, this community really rallied behind the franchise, and there was a lot of worry that maybe this was the farewell tour for the Kings fans and the players. And they played their hearts out last year. You got to give them a lot of credit for really fighting, particularly down the stretch when things looked grim.
Lakers trail by 16. Blake kicks to Kaman. Now the feed to Blake. Gasol, Escrina, and Bahamute. Dishes it to Meeks. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? And there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gasol a screen. Here's Blake, defended by Vasquez. Blake dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Blake. Another shot. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Gasol up top. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Johnson will pass to King. Great D that time from Outlaw. And here now the Kings. Big stretch here going 10-2. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, we talked before about Steve Nash last season cracking the elite 10,000 assist club, joining Stockton, Jake Kidd, Mark Jackson, and eventually passing Magic Johnson in assists. Well, now he's passed Mark Jackson as well to rank 3rd all-time in career assists. It's an incredible career that includes 2 MVP awards.
He's something else, Doris. Thanks. Knocked away. Blake kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Kaman. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Now, the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
He kicks it to Amute. The pass to McLemore. Feeds it to Hayes. Pass to Amute. Off target with his 3.
Lakers trail by 17. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Meeks. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outlaws got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in Utah are hoping for a win. That's a big game.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Blake kicks to Meeks. Pass to Kaman. Kaman off the pick from Blake. Kaman dishes to Blake. Shoots from the baseline. Jump shot is good. Blake's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Outlaw the pass to Vasquez. There's the dish to Outlaw. And there's the feed to Amute. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Kings lead by 18. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's halftime on 2K Sports. This is Damon Bruce. Let's get right to the first half breakdown. The Sacramento Kings ahead against the Lakers. They've come out of the gates strong to start, looking to keep going. Vasquez giving them a great boost. We're seeing a man determined to take the game over. He ramped up the intensity. For the Lakers, though, not the same story. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Wesley Johnson's playing well in the first half. He's got 5 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. Some close games out there. Let's get to them. The Golden State Warriors trailing the Rockets out in Houston. Trying to pull their way back in. They're down by 9 in the third quarter. And another one also in progress. A tight game for the Pelicans squaring off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Second half of basketball going on in a tight one. And now a look at the other NBA action. At US Airways Center, the Suns in a close one against Toronto. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. And that's going to do it. We'll send you back to the game in Sacramento. Third quarter coming up next.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Really an extraordinary game for Vasquez. 13 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
And, you know, for the Lakers last season, a lot of turmoil. And you think about the coaching change, but it wasn't just that. It was a whole system change as well. And the front office felt the Princeton offense they started using wasn't working out. So they were in a state of flux all season long.
Thomas and Thornton pairing up in the backcourt. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. And it's Salmons in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
This is great stuff, guys. You can tell he's hurting, but he continues to play well.
And going back to the Princeton offense that Clark mentioned, Steve, tell us about that offense and why do you think it didn't work out?
Well, they only gave it 5 games, Kevin. I mean, Mike Brown was 1-4 when he got fired, and that's impossible to install an offense and expect it to work that quickly. So, I mean, I think the offense would have been fine if they had given it time and given Mike Brown some time to install it.
And the basket by Kobe.
He's one of the elite scorers in league history, able to create space for his shot with unbelievable footwork and ball handling ability, fundamentals, and of course, unfazed by an aggressive defender.
Well, he's used to being the focal point of a defense, so that doesn't bother him at all. Never phases him. It also doesn't faze him when he misses shots. He always believes he's a shot away from going on a run, and he's always hungry for buckets.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
He dishes it to Salmons. Back to Thomas. Pass it to Lane. Kicks to Salmons.
Back to Landry. Great touch on the 16-footer. And the Kings lead by 19. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one. And you look at Landry, and he does lack the size of most power forwards, but he's excellent at finishing around the goal and helps him keep defenders honest with a nice, reliable outside shot, too.
And now we'll look at John Salmons. Some numbers for him. What a string of games he's put together here lately. I mean, he's in high gear. Check out the stats. 3rd in field goal percentage. And he's one of the elite shooters in the NBA, in the top 5 in three-point field goal percentage.
And Steve, you mentioned his sky-high field goal percentage ranking. I mean, he's got both the technique and the patience and discipline that all really great shooters have to be efficient and productive.
Thornton, guarded by Jackson. And it's slammed in by Thornton.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Carl Landry's such a great knack for scoring around the rim.
He's a tough guy, a genuine tough guy. Gets the ball in the paint, and he'll go up and score with little jump shots and maybe put-back shots. Great hands and really keeps himself in good condition.
Kobe against Thornton. Jackson kicks to Kaman. Ring shot on the way. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just flanks the open jumper.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Salmons, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And obviously looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He really works hard to get good position on the inside to get some high-quality looks.
And that hard work is paired with a very aggressive mindset, Steve. I mean, he attacks the basket whenever he gets the chance, every opportunity. And a lot of his shots come right at the rim.
And assists like that have typified their efforts today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, Carl Landry has throughout his career played mostly as a reserve, but he is a super sub, a guy who gives you starter caliber scoring and competes defensively on the backboards. That's just what you want off the bench on your front line.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Sacramento. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out the Lakers. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've been totally out of sync at the beginning of this season. They still haven't found their identity. They don't know who they are and what they do best.
I have no idea what they are either, Clark. I mean, this is a team that really is just kind of hard to figure out. And I think they may have to make some changes to try to get themselves going.
Salmons kicks to Thomas. Dishes to Cousins. He feeds it to Salmons. Fires from deep. Another three for Sacramento. Well, going back to Landry, a late bloomer, certainly cut from the freshman team in high school. You know the story, barely made the JV team. He didn't play consistent minutes until his senior year, and Carl Landry has become, in a lot of ways, indispensable.
And it was in junior college, Kevin, that he really found his game. His coach told him to be more aggressive, looking to score, and once he did that, he really discovered he had a gift for it, and then, of course, went on to Purdue and had an excellent college career.
And Thornton kicks to Landry. Outside Thomas. From outside the arc, gets the bucket. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Salmons against Kobe. And stolen by Thornton. Outside Thomas. And stolen by Nash. Steven Jackson on the wing. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
Thornton dishes to Salmons. Outside Thomas. He kicks to Cousins. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Cousins. Thomas got 13 points.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been palms away ever since.
And it's Kobe missing.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Salmons, no luck.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
It's Jackson with the drive. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Thornton. On the wing, Salmons. Launches it. Can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Some really good games going on, and that Toronto one has caught my eye.
And Thornton kicks to Thomas. Back to Thornton. Outside for Thomas. Releases. Oh, the buzzer beater, amazing!
How about the killer instinct on display there?
Wow.
Fantastic.
He didn't even flinch, just buried it like it was any other shot. Unbelievable.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Kings ahead, running away with it. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. This Saturday, December 7th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Do not miss it. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Dxtory. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We got Robert Sacre. Pau Gasol is out there with Johnson. Then there's Farmar. And it's Young in at the 2 spot. Feeds it to Gasol. The turnaround jumper. Gets it to go.
Ah, the turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
And the Kings with possession. Back to Patterson. He passes to Outlaw. Another 3 for Sacramento.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from beyond the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line.
And Young kicks to Sacre. Clock at 6. Farmar. Baseline J on the way. Here's Gasol, and Thompson sends it back.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Here's Farmar. He's guarded by Thomas. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Outlaw with the bucket.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Shot to stop the run, and the shot is good.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
The Kings have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Gives him the lead pass. Gasol with the steal. Farmar passes to Johnson, and slammed dunk by Johnson. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Thomas kicks to Selmans. Back to Thomas. The pass to Outlaw. From deep. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Johnson attacking. The kick out to Young. They grab their own miss. Sacre. Good. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Thomas dishes to Patterson. Outside for Thomas. Farmar takes it away. And it's the Lakers on the break. Young's running. Here's Johnson. And it's John Selmans with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Outlaw kicks to Thomas. Pass to Patterson from the arc. And that one's good.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
And Gasol, here we go. Young gets a very good look and converts. Thomas with the ball. Thompson right side. Deflects the pass. Johnson left side. To the inside. And Farmar gets it to go on the assist from Wesley Johnson.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Thomas kicks to Outlaw. Pass to Patterson. Outside Thomas. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson attacking. Outlaw, the pass to Patterson. A three-pointer is right on target.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should. Let their team hear it. They were good.
The dish to Gasol. Shoots from the block. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
Tries again. Sacre. Good.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here.
I'm leaving. I could take this crap from seeing to believing. Got a taste of blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling. I could tell you.
Here's McLemore. And he hits the jump shot.
Man, that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Shoots. No good there. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Hart. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, John Salmon.
Yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Glad to have you with us. Let's get live on a Saturday night. It'll be the Sacramento Kings facing off against the Utah Jazz. And now time to hand things over to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back at halftime.
We make it cool to be so.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now of the starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, the developing DeMarcus Cousins.
And you know, one of the things you got to love about him is how he triggers that fast break. So the instant he gets the ball in his hands, he's looking to make the outlet pass and always seems to put it on the money.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense. There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in sack.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Now, here's Burke. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Hayward. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former three-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone. Kevin, Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate. And I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the next couple of years.
And here's Burks after the three-pointer from Salmons.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Cousins, he's covered by Favors, and Cousins gets it to go.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against Los Angeles.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Cousins. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, he said in a matchup of teams that appear to have such similar talent, it usually comes down to which side is willing to be more aggressive. That's the message he tried to make very clear to his team before they hit the floor. Will they be assertive to start? We'll see.
Thanks for that, Doris. There's going to be a lot of energy out here tonight on display. These teams both want to grab the upper hand early.
I agree, Kevin. Important to get off to a fast start because they're so evenly matched, these two teams. So who can seize control early?
You know what, guys? I'm not sure there's going to be a whole lot separating these teams at any point in this game. Like you both said, I think it's going to be really tight.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Thomas. Favors working against Landry. The jump hook. Again, Favors missing.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
And Thornton kicks to Selmans. Outside Thomas. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Hayward.
Kind of a little interesting factoid here for Gordon Hayward. If you look at his three-point percentage, he shot great in seasons that end in odd numbers and poorly in the even-numbered year. That goes all the way back to his days at Butler.
Sacramento leading by 3. Thomas kicks to Cousins. He feeds it to Selmans. Launches a 3. That is good. Selmans got 6 points. And Clark, as I look at the stat sheet, you know, you're exactly right. For Hayward in 2013, 2011, and 2009, he shot over 40% from 3, but in 2010, he shot, Steve, 29%. In 2012, just 35% from long range.
Is that what you do, like when you're at home and you have some free time? You look at odd number years versus even number years on three-point percentage?
Yes.
Yeah, that must be fun.
All over.
Gosh.
Yeah, right. Here's Thomas after the made shot from Burke. Selmans dishes to Thomas. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now here's Burke. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He's wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
You know, this game kicks off a 3-game season series for these clubs. Definitely both looking to get that leg up tonight.
Some changes for Sacramento. Jason Thompson is checked in for Cousins. Patterson comes in for Carl Landry. And Mbamute comes in for John Selmans. .141 left in the first quarter. That's right, Steve. And even though they may not be the fiercest of rivals, it doesn't mean both these teams, you know, Clark, aren't hungry to start their series off right.
And you know what? Another thing, who knows, guys? The 3 games between them could end up having an influence on how the conference playoff picture shakes out.
Now, here's Burks. After the miss from Vasquez. And that one's good. Beatrice has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively. That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
And Mbamute kicks to Patterson. And another 3 for Sacramento.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Jazz trailed by 9. Now here's Burke.
Right now averaging 17 points a game. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
McLemore's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. .34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the pass to Amd. Kicks it to Patterson. There's the three, and that one's good. Patterson's got 6.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Sacramento leading by 12. Vasquez kicks to Thompson. And Baamute, the feed to Vasquez. Passes to McLemore. Dishes it to Vasquez. Now Patterson. The three. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. 9 points in the game so far.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Kings lead by 15. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City.
Coming up next Thursday, December 12th, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Darren Williams and the Brooklyn Nets. Make sure to catch it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Jazz trail by 15.
You know, guys, even though the Jazz have been a team that's been over 500 for the last few years now, they've not been able to really make up any ground in that tough Western Conference, and part of it is because they lack a go-to scorer.
Rush out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's John Lucas. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, a talented young front court duo for the Jazz in Derek Favors and Enes Kanter. This summer, they worked out with Jazz legend Karl Malone, one of the all-time great power forwards in NBA history. Whether it was positioning and a technical trick or just the mental aspects of taking on a star role, guys, you couldn't ask for a better teacher.
No question he can help. Thanks, Doris. But for the Jazz, they had the size and strength to compete with teams in the West the last few years. But since Darren Williams left, they have been searching for someone that can carry the offensive load late in games.
And that's exactly why they decided to trade on draft night for Trey Burke, the Michigan point guard. And, you know, when you don't have a player who can kind of set the offense up, it's really difficult to get your offense scoring. That's why they've been down ever since Williams left.
Lucas the pass to Gobert. The rebound by Patterson. Sacramento leading by 18. McLemore dishes to Vasquez. Good on the triple. Vasquez has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Well, when it came to getting wins away from Sacramento last year, the Kings were anything but kings of the road. Only came away with 8 wins as the visiting team last year, and that puts them near the bottom of the league in win total.
And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard and the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. Well, you look at Burks, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a two-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And back to the Kings on the road for a second. That total of 8 road wins had them tied for the fewest in the entire Western Conference, Steve, along with the Suns.
It's not a surprise when a team is just bad, when they don't have an identity. There's no way you're going to be competitive on the road. They didn't defend, and they were selfish with the ball. Other than that, they were fantastic.
Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
The drive by Cousins gets the bucket. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night. Utah with the ball. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lucas kicks to Favors. Rocket 6. Hayward passes to Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 6.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Rudy Gobert out of France, 7'2", with a 9'7" standing reach. Think about that. You know, at that size, it's like a toy hoop for him. He can just reach up and dunk it practically flat-footed. And, of course, a terrific shot blocker. Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
It's Lucas high post. Inside to Favors. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Thornton. Pass to Cousins. Kings moving the ball around. Vasquez, that's good. And Gobert, a bit of a project. Clark still needs to add some strength.
Yeah, he's around 235 lbs. He'll get pushed around at first, but he can run the floor, finishes over the top with his length, and he rebounded pretty well in Europe, so there's certainly some things to like there.
And that is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, really a promising young roster for the Utah Jazz team, guys. A lot of blue-chip talent there. I think in a couple of years, this team has a chance to be one of the best in the West. Looking at the Kings over the last month, let's see how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in assists, first in shooting percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
Yeah, and the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. I mean, this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
Selman's from outside, and that one's good. Selman's got 5 points in the quarter. And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times in the last 30 seasons. Steve, that is a remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Deron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Trey Burke was last season's College Player of the Year out of the University of Michigan. He may have been a little disappointed he wasn't picked by the nearby Detroit Pistons, but he was taken a pick later and eventually acquired by the Utah Jazz in exchange for their 14th and 21st picks. Burke said, "I just wanted to go somewhere where I had an opportunity to play right away and make an impact." Guys, he has that in Utah on an organization that's been one of the most winning in NBA history.
Not for a player his age to carry, but he seems like he's ready. Thanks, Doris.
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style all day long. Plenty of seconds right there.
And Thornton kicks to Vasquez. Another three for Sacramento.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
It's Lucas high post. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Lucas. Favors got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving him.
Vasquez kicks to Cousins. Landry dishes to Thornton. Another three for Sacramento.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here's Lucas, defended by Vasquez. No good from Lucas. Vasquez with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Salmons gets the bucket.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Kings ahead, running away with it. The Sprint halftime show with Damon Bruce is coming up next. Then it'll be on to the third quarter. We'll see you then.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. It's been the Kings in complete control. They've yet to lose so far this season and are looking fantastic in this one, too. John Salmons has been on a roll in the first half. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. On the other side, the Jazz have not had a great start. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. It is Derek Favors leading them in scoring. He's got 10 points and has been very efficient, converting his shots into points with a nice field goal percentage. Checking out some of the games still in progress. The Grizzlies out at FedEx Forum, currently trailing to Golden State. A lot of ground to make up for them, and not a lot of game left. And another game going on, the Los Angeles Clippers trailing the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. Chasing at the moment, they're down 10 points in the second. And now, a look at the other NBA action. The Trailblazers are in the lead out at the Rose Garden against Dallas. A comfy advantage for them in the third. And we'll send you back to Energy Solutions Arena. See you next time on 2K Sports.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Salmons.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the three ball as well as he has to this point. He's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide.
On the court right now for the Kings, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Thomas and Thornton pairing up in the back, and it's Salmons in at the 3 spot. It's Salmons on the wing. The dish to Thornton. Puts it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thornton's got the first basket of the second half here for the Kings. And Utah has possession.
And, you know, for the Kings, with a new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
And here is Thomas. He's got 9. Feeds to Thornton. He passes to Cousins. Outside Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. That drops. Thomas got 12 points in the game. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings. You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And, Steve, you look at him, he is a banker. I mean, he really enjoys the physical aspect of the game.
Thornton passes to Thomas. He kicks to Salmons. Fires the 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 16 points for him.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Cousins defended by Cantor. And here's Thornton outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Burke gets the screen from Favors. For 3, Hayward, and that one's good. Hayward's got 5 now.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Trey Burke, the National College Player of the Year at Michigan last season. He led the Wolverines in points, assists, steals, and blocks even. And, of course, led them all the way to the NCAA championship game. He's basically a winner. That's what he is.
Jason Thompson, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Burke kicks to Burks. He dishes it to Cantor. Cannot hit. Nice defense from Thompson. And Burke declaring for the draft, Clark, after his sophomore season in Michigan.
Yeah, he was driven to be an outstanding player coming out of high school. A little under the radar as a high school player, but had a laser focus on developing and maximizing his ability. Spent 5 to 6 hours a day in the gym over the summers, and you've seen the fruit of that work.
Williams kicks to Burks. Back to Williams. He feeds it to Burks. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Burks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Thomas kicks to Mbamute. The pass to McLemore. This one for 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Burks kicks to Burke. Hayward, he's guarded by Mbamute. 6 to shoot. Here's Hayward. Great D that time from Mbamute.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
Thomas, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league. While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Kings.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot, but Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but you know, they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
Burke can't get it to go. The Kings have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Patterson dishes to Thomas. Back to Patterson. Lets it go from deep. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Patterson's got 12 points in the game. For Utah, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded closely. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Kings ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Tune in Wednesday, December 11th. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. Be there.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Beadrench out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Evans in at the small forward. Here's Burke. Gets it to go. And here is Thomas. Kicks to Hayes. Dishes to Outlaw. And another three for Sacramento.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Passes it to Gobert. And Thompson sends it back. And he gets it back. So it's Sacramento now. Now the feed to Hayes. Stolen by Evans. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That's good from Burke on the assist by Evans. 8 points for Trey Burke. Here's Sacramento now. Thomas kicks to McLemore. Pass to Outlaw. Three-pointer. And another three for Sacramento.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And stolen by Thomas. For the finish.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Outlaw with it. Pass to Thomas. The dish to Outlaw. Back to Thomas. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Just 5 on the clock. And Hayes kicks to Outlaw. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Evans left side. Here's Beadrench. Evans outside. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And that one's good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Thomas kicks to McLemore. Back to Thomas. Feeds it to Hayes. Defended by Gobert. Hayes the pass to McLemore. Outside Thomas. He kicks to Outlaw. The shot. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Outlaw's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Evans kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Burke. Shoots. And Utah again with the bucket.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Hayes defended by Gobert. And Hayes kicks to Thomas. And another three for Sacramento.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And stolen by Thomas. Gives him the lead pass. And the dunk by McLemore.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Beatrice inside.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
The Kings have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. McLemore dishes to Thomas. Here's Hayes. You know what? Some solid defense from Gobert. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Thompson, defended by Beatrice. For 3, Outlaw. Utah with the rebound. Beatrice has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And here is Burke. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. And Utah, another 3.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. He feeds it to Hayes. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. For the Jazz, Marvin Williams is checked in for Jeremy Evans. Rush comes in for Alec Burks. And John Lucas is subbed in for Burke. The pass to Thomas. Kicks to Hayes. He passes to Outlaw. Good on the three-point shot.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Lucas kicks to Williams. Right side, Williams. Off the left rim and out. Sacramento's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Outside Thomas. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Jazz. Knocked loose. Now Lucas. Tries it from the top of the key. Rejected by Thomas. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas.